We made a list of the top 10 Lacey Chabert Hallmark movies. So here's part 2 of our top 10 Lacey Chabert Hallmark movies. Number 10. Pride, Prejudice, and Mistletoe. Darcy has always worked hard to prove herself and be successful on her own terms, even choosing to start her own company rather than work with her father. Returning to her hometown for Christmas, Darcy reconnects with an old rival, restaurant owner Luke, and they're forced to plan a charity event together. As Darcy spends time with her family and Luke, she starts to realize what matters most in life and sets out to mend her relationship with her father and possibly fall in love. Frankly, the script is terrible, but Lacey Chabert and Brendan Penny make this movie almost watchable. I wish I could like it as a guilty pleasure, but the story was all over the place.
Oh, it's our song.
I said no one ever. I'm sorry, Jingle Bells cannot be our song.
What's wrong with Jingle Bells? It's a classic.
For a 3rd grade recital. Oh, wow, this is impressive. What is happening right now? What is...
Number 9. Christmas in Rome. Lacey Chabert plays an independent-minded American tour guide named Angela, who is fired from her job in Rome just before Christmas. She crosses paths with an American executive named Oliver, who wants to buy a high-end Italian ceramics company. Oliver hires Angela to be his tour guide around the Eternal City, as the owner of the ceramics company won't sell it to him until he learns the heart and soul of Rome. But is there another heart and soul that he may win?
Sorry.
Oh, watch where you're going.
Are you American?
Yes, and you should be careful. You know, texting and walking is illegal in Italy.
You're kidding, right?
Number 8. Love, Romance, and Chocolate. New York accountant Emma Colvin is heartbroken when her boyfriend leaves her before their planned romantic getaway to Belgium for Valentine's Day. Convinced by a friend to go alone on the trip, Emma has the adventure of a lifetime when her Belgian innkeeper introduces her to renowned chocolatier Luke Simon. Luke and his fellow chocolatiers are in the midst of a competition to create the most romantic chocolate in Belgium for the upcoming Belgian royal wedding. He discovers her kitchen skills, and soon she's immersed in the competition and a budding romance develops. I'll give it to this movie. It made me want to devour European chocolate. Beyond that though, it was sweet, but a little bland. Pun intended.
What?
Takes risks. You like things to be comfortable, predictable.
I'm sorry, are you breaking up with me?
Number 7. Crossword Mysteries, a puzzle to die for. A crossword puzzle editor finds her life completely disrupted when several of the clues in her recent puzzles are linked to unsolved crimes, and she's pulled into the police investigation. The plot is creative, albeit the execution is a bit clunky. Detective Logan is also a bit brash. However, Lacey Chabert as Tess Harper is a likable amateur sleuth.
Thousands of clues with evidence. I think I'm gonna focus on that for now.
But all of these clues are in a puzzle that's released a week before the break-in. I mean, that's pretty peculiar because...
Number 6. All of My Heart. A young caterer's life suddenly changes course when she inherits a country home and learns that she must share it with a career-obsessed Wall Street trader. At first, the opposites don't attract, but feelings begin to change when they find themselves having to work side by side to restore their newly acquired home. This overly cheesy movie isn't for everyone. Usually, it wouldn't be for me. However, the chemistry between Lacey Chabert and Brennan Elliott in their first project together makes this first installment of the trilogy very charming.
Slow down here. I don't have that kind of time. I don't even have a car. I came in on a train.
I have a car. And if you're in that much of a hurry, we better get going. Thank you.
Now that we're halfway through, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we bring out new videos each week. Number 5. Sweet Carolina. Marketing executive Josie returns home when she becomes the unexpected guardian of her niece and nephew. While there, she reconnects with Cooper, her high school boyfriend. This is a sweet but overall predictable and boring look at loss and grief. The movie isn't quite sure what it wants to be. This movie suffers from the disapproving mom trope. All of Lacey Chabert's sweetness can't make up for the queen's personality or Stephen Hagen's forced delivery of lines.
Double or nothing. You don't let me do
But
this.
lucky for you, I'm a sucker for a guy with a whistle.
Is that right?
Number 4. Time for Us to Come Home for Christmas. 5 guests are mysteriously invited to an inn to celebrate Christmas. With the help of the owner Ben, Sarah discovers that an event from the past may connect them and change their lives forever. The third installment of the series isn't as aimless as the first movie or as much of a downer as the second one. While it's still very sappy, the two leads bring a bit of levity to an otherwise melodramatic affair.
Alright, there we go. Sarah Thomas. Huh.
What?
Well, the reservation line is blank. Must be an oversight.
Number 3. Crossword Mysteries. Proposing Murder. When an old friend of New York Sentinel Crosswords editor Tess Harper is found murdered on the very day her puzzle includes his proposal of marriage, Tess unofficially teams up with Detective Logan O'Connor to find the killer. This installment is a bit slower and clunkier than its predecessor. However, the mystery is serviceable, and the chemistry between the leads progresses nicely.
This is gonna sound very strange.
What is?
We just found your phone number at a homicide scene.
Number 2. Winter in VAIL. Chelsea Whitmore, played by Lacey Chabert, is a Los Angeles-based event planner who, after missing out yet again on an anticipated vice president promotion, decides to quit her job and move to Vail, Colorado. Here, she recently inherited the chalet of her late Uncle Grady, who until his death was a well-respected pastry chef, famous for his apple strudel recipe. Chelsea was once very close with him, but lost contact after her career took off. She decides to stay in town temporarily while finding her next career step. Chelsea soon finds out that the chalet needs urgent repair and hires the local contractor Owen Becker to help her. While he is busy remodeling the house, she gradually falls in love with the beauty of the small town, a historic alpine village that is celebrated by visitors for its Bavarian heritage. This movie is a bit too polished, with not enough art, but Lacey Chabert and Tyler Hynes give sweet performances that will make it worth watching.
Someday.
So there's hope.
Yeah, there's always hope.
Number 1. Christmas Waltz. Christmas Waltz focuses on Avery, played by Chabert, who decides to step out of her comfort zone and take the dance lessons which had been scheduled for her now cancelled wedding. She and her instructor Roman, played by Kemp, soon find themselves becoming more and more involved in each other's lives, on the dance floor and off. Well, I'm being kinda coy here, but if you've watched even just one Hallmark holiday movie, you know what I'm getting at. So let's see how Christmas Waltz fares in some of the most common elements that all Hallmark fans know and love. Avery and Roman start off with a professional relationship that has the beginnings of a great banter and only picks up steam from there. Avery is a longtime perfectionist who is trying to let go a bit, and Roman is the perfect person to help her loosen up and just enjoy the season. Basically, when you see these two together, you're going to wish that Hallmark were at least a little bit more like stars. And don't act like you don't know what I mean by that.
Wait, new? No, I can barely keep up with what you've given me.
What are you afraid of exactly?
I don't know.
Okay, baby steps.
What movie did you like best? What movie was missing on our list for you? Tell us in the comments. For our biggest fans, consider becoming a member for bonus perks and access. Don't forget to check out our merch store for the perfect binge-watching apparel. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We put out new videos like this one every week. We'll see you for our next video. Thanks for watching.